Hello, welcome back to my another video. Today we are going to create one-time code generator using Spring Boot with Java 21, a reference to Spring Boot project for dynamic one-time code generation. It can be configurable, state management with created, active, used, and cancelled, dynamic expiry times, schedule expiry sweep, schedulers, and exception handling. We also have some API examples in this project for creating, using it, and canceling it. Similarly, the project structure for one-time code generator is like this. Uh, we have Spring Boot project with POM file, and inside main class com.etc we could find all these packages. Here we go with pom.xml, Spring Boot starter with Java 21, starter web, starter validations, data API, and we are using S2 database, uh, Lombok, uh, and we have main application run with enabled scheduling annotations for enabling scheduling in Spring Boot project. Also, we have one-time code detail entity class for storing data in S2 database with identity ID code formatted, bank ID, some limits, and some used amounts for amount validations, also valid from and to with the states and created and updated at. We have some stated like created, active, used, uh, cancelled. Similarly, we have configs for application.yml. Application.yml can have configurable OTC code with prefix and separator groups and alphabet sequence and max retries limit. Okay, we have configurable properties, max retries, other parameters. Also, we have scheduling properties. Also, we have to create properties config for injecting all these configurations. Similarly, scheduler config properties for reading scheduler. Similarly, we have services, one-time code services. In these services, we have code logic for creating uh, code according to our business logic. Our business logic can be dynamic from our application YML. It consists all alphabets, groups, separators, and using this logic, we will build the raw string and we will format it and it will generate the code, and it is always unique according to this our algorithm, and we will always retry it if there is any exceptions or if it is already exists in database. If it is already exists, it will recreate new code and set all the state with created state, add also valid from and valid to and store in the database. And for activate API, we will use activate state, and for cancel state, we have also extra handling logic for handle business and handle validations. Similarly, we have API, controller API slash API slash OTC for create, get by ID, and activate and cancel. Okay, let's start some example. Um, okay, I'm creating a one-time code using OTC create API. I have some details with, you could find our call here. It can be customer ID, some bank IDs, or some available amount limit. Okay, creating one-time code using this API. Let's create code and call this request. Okay, let's set expiry time 30 minutes. We could get at ID with code formatted. Okay, ecom is our prefix, hyphen ll dash sc is our Unicode with available limit 1,20,000. Used amount is 0 with created state with valid form and valid true is stored in our database with status active. Okay, we have find our setting in this YML. Our prefix is ecom, so ecom is generated in the first of the uniquely generated code. Okay, and we are changing the our groups to 4 to 4 and also changing prefix f code. Let's see what kind of code will be generated. Since I have changed the variable, restarting the project to get the changes. Okay, let's create another request. I'm coding again with expiry time 30 minutes. Let's see. Okay, we'll find with ID1 formatted code F code. Since our prefix is F code in YML and some 4-digit 4x4 groups, you could see the changes here. So see, it can be configurable according to our logic. Okay, we can get the code by ID. Okay, API OTC and I'll put some ID. Uh, get the detail. Okay, I am getting detail with ID1 F code. Since my last code was this, I am getting all these details. Uh, it is in created state. Now I am using this code. Uh, Activating this code, changing the status created to active. Okay, let's activate. So, okay, we can find the state active. Okay, the state is changed and it is stored in database. Okay, let's change it to used. Let's use some amount. Since I am coding with amount 5,000, available limit is 1,000. I use 5,000. Since I have not changed available loan limit, we can change according to our business logic. Okay, it is used. Okay, since if use it again, it will throw some exceptions. One time code error, only active code can be used. Similarly, we can enter all the state of this one time code generation from created to active to cancelled according to our business logic. And it can be used for various purposes, for random code generations, OTP generations. We can also handle collision control by using this business logic, and we can change according to our requirement. We can have user one's logic. You could find here state which is state check active 0 0 greater than 0, all these. Similarly, we can have cancel API for cancelling our code, and expiry algorithm is here to check whether the code is expired or not. It is also used in scheduler to expire these codes according to our scheduler time. This scheduler will run every 6,000 millisecond and get it from database and update this valid form and valid true state. Uh, Using all these things, we can use one-time code generation. Um, we can change our logic according to our requirement and business logic. You can find these code repo in my GitHub. Okay, thank you for watching.